And since 14 years after, again I went up to Jerusalem with Barnabas, and took with me Titus. I went up by revelation, and spake with them the evangel, which I preach among the heathen, and by themselves to these that seemed to be somewhat, lest I run, or had run in vain. And neither Titus, that had been with me while he was heathen, was compelled to be circumcised, but for false brethren that were brought in, which had entered to espy our freedom, which we have in Jesus Christ, to bring us into servage. But we gave no place to subjection, that the truth of the gospel should dwell with you. But of these that seem to be somewhat, which they were some time, it pertaineth not to me, for God taketh not the person of man. For they that seem to be somewhat gave me nothing, but on the contrary, when they had seen that the evangel of prepuce was given to me, as the evangel of circumcision was given to Peter. For he that wrought to Peter an apostlehood of circumcision wrought also to me among the heathen. And when they had known the grace of God that was given to me, James and Peter and John, which were seen to be the pillars, they gave the right hand of fellowship to me and to Barnabas, that we among the heathen, and they into the circumcision, only that we had mind of poor men, the which thing I was full busy to do. But when Peter was come to Antioch, I again stood him in the face, for he was worthy to be reproved. For before that there came some men from James. He ate with heathen men, but when they were come, he withdrew and departed him, dreading them that were of circumcision. And the other Jews assented to his feigning, so that Barnabas was drawn of them into that feigning. But when I saw that they walked not rightly to the truth of the gospel, I said to Peter before all men, If thou, that art a Jew, livest heathen-like, and not Jew-like, how constrainest thou heathen men to become Jews? We Jews of kind, and not sinful men of the heathen, know that a man is not justified of the works of the law, but by the faith of Jesus Christ. And we believe in Jesus Christ, that we be justified of the faith of Christ, and not of the works of the law. Wherefore, of the works of the law, each flesh shall not be justified. And if we seek to be justified in Christ, we ourselves be found sinful men, whether Christ be minister of sin, God forbid. And if I build again things that I have destroyed, I make myself a trespasser. For by the law I am dead to the law, and I am fixed to the cross, that I live in God with Christ, and now live not I, but Christ liveth in me. But that I live now in flesh, I live in the faith of God's Son that loved me and gave himself for me. I cast not away the grace of God, for if the right wiseness be through law, then Christ died without cause.